welcome back to No Man's Land for this next episode, which I think is about episode number 12. We've probably started off with a really short time lapse of us seeding here, which it was really short because it was absolutely painful to do, and it's also absolutely affirmed in my own head what we're going to do next. This bit here has been planted. I need to put on ×5, don't I? It has been planted, but it was planted first thing this morning because I forgot to do it. I was doing this, I stopped, moved on to something else, and then forgot to go back to it. So this is a day behind. So all I'll do, I'll wait for it to catch up and then do it all in the one probably. Oats again in that one. So if you look up in the top right hand corner, you will see we're up to nearly 64 grand. The reason for that is, if you look there, we have no more trees. Not on our land anyway. So we'll just get to the crest of this hill here. Right. All them trees are gone. They were all ours. That's what's took us up to that. We literally have nothing left. Not on there. We do own this bit here. However, I haven't touched them. And possibly a couple, not there. A couple there as well. And the ones within the boundary. But not much. So the next thing, I mean, the way we make money on here at the minute is with trees, isn't it? So we're going to have to get to the point where we plant our own trees, which is what we're going to come on to next. We're also going to make quite a big purchase today as well. So I'll see you over at the store. Okay, over at the store, and I've just well and truly put a spanner in my works. Because I've just looked at the used machinery, and this has popped in. 31 grand. I know it's going to need repairing, but 31 grand for that. It's an absolute bargain, isn't it? It's like 59% off. 115 horsepower. I mean that. The issue I've got, I'll show you the two that I was... So, that is what I was going to get. That's 100. That's 39, but it's brand new. Or the other one that I was looking at, which is less likely, is this Deutz, which is 160, 45 grand, but again, brand new. So it means we won't be repairing as much as what we're doing at the minute with the Steyr. So I'm stuck now. I don't know which one to go for. I mean, that is so tempting, 31 grand for that. But am I just going to be repairing it all the time? That's the issue. And with that as well, you've got the option to go up to 150. I'm going to go for the new one. A little bit more expensive, less horsepower, but brand new. Right, 39 grand. There we go. I mean, we're going to keep the Steyr as well, because what we're going to do is eventually put a front loader on, and that is going to be our yard tractor. And that's all we'll use it for. But this is basically going to be our workhorse now. And the other thing that we're going to do is stay at the store. How much have we got? 24. Do I want to buy a new seeder now? Or do I want to... Right, ultimately we're going to get one of these. It reduces the horsepower, so it reduces the stress on the tractor, which is what we want. But for now we're going to get down because I might use the money to buy a planter to get more trees in. Right, we'll nip over to back to the farm and we'll see if we can generate that extra money. Right, as you can probably see, we've got quite a bit to do in this episode. I would like to get all this straw collected up and our field number 4 harvested as well. That's what I'm aiming for really, and I'm also aiming to actually be able to pick this up. There we go. This now, I don't even know how to pronounce it properly. Is it Bura? Has it got a number to it? It does, hasn't it? 6105, and that is what we'll call it. The plan really, the 6105, is going to stay just for field work. The Steyr will be there to do any carton and for fertilising anything that needs row crop ties on, because I don't think I can put them on this tractor. I'm pretty sure you can't. And then, like I said, eventually a front loader as well. But yeah, 15 mile an hour, the limitation on this, where the Steyr's 24. I really need to get rid of them stumps as well. Didn't we say it was 20 grand though? I can't afford that. I know that reading the comments, Felden, he absolutely adamant he wants rid of them stumps. I can't justify spending that money on something to remove the stump. That's sort of an inconvenience more than anything. Although they are absolutely doing my buns in. I just can't justify spending the money on it. I think getting that tree planter, which another comment from the last video, Andy Dickinson, he suggested quite a lot of things, but one of the things that I totally agree with him, we need to plant our own trees, because the only way we're going to get access to more trees at the minute is buy new parcels of land, and they're 85 grand each, which basically means that ain't happening, not for a long time, unless we improve something, because we've got no quick way of making money anymore as it stands. The crops are worth next to nothing. Again, as it stands, the amount that we've grown, we're not going to get up to 85 grand. So yeah, I think a tree planter is going to be the next thing. In fact, today hopefully. If not, then the start of the next one. And I'm not sure, just because I haven't done it in 22 without seasons, on how long they take to grow. I can't imagine it's going to be too long, because it wasn't in 19, was it? It grew pretty quickly. Oh, one of the things I forgot to mention, the time lapse. I think, and I say I think because I actually recorded it yesterday. It might have even been 2 days ago, but I think it was yesterday. You'll have seen us filling the styre up at the shop. Well, with all the carton I did for selling all the logs, I had to do that again. So I think it's about €230 every time I fill it up, or €280, something like that. Well, yeah, that need to be done again, just because of how quickly the fuel's used in it. Which no doubt will be the same in this, but the thing that I'm wanting with this is for the wear to go down a lot slower. That's why I've bought this one over that Fendt, really. And I remember reading one of the, before 22 came out, they were putting sort of extracts out, weren't they? Little guides, or how, I can't remember how they sort of marketed them, but they said about used machinery will wear down a lot quicker than what it would if you bought brand new. So I'm kind of putting all my hope in that, if I'm honest. If this wears down at the same rate as what the Steyr did, and requires a similar cost in maintenance, then we're in trouble. However, like I said, we are gonna, as soon as I can, we're gonna take that seed over to the store, we're gonna sell ours, and we're gonna get one of them Amazon ones. Purely because of the horsepower requirement, that's all. It's the same width. I think those Amazon ones actually hold more seed as well, which would be good. Has a 1,000 litre capacity rather than, it's either 4,600 on the one we've got at the minute. Wait, can we get one more? I'm not going to show picking all these up. It's I think it would be awful, especially if we put it on time lapse. Be an absolute nightmare watching that. I know I wouldn't appreciate it. Right, we will get one more. Cool. Right, get them unloaded. Will that not unload anymore? That's annoying. There we go. Right, I'm going to put this back. And what do I want to do next? Do I want to load this up? Yeah, I do. That's what we'll do, because then we'll find out if we're going to have enough money for the planter. I mean, we could definitely have enough money if I sold our crop, but the price is really low. Like, really low. And looking at the sort of the projection for when they're going to be high, it's not until December. Just jump over there. We'll go and get the Steyr. As you can see, it's full again. I only just filled it this morning. One day of just carting back and forth, and that's all it was. Well, half a day really. Carting back and forth from here over to the sell point. Full tank of fuel. Right, you get the idea. I'm not gonna, like I said, I'm not gonna pick every one of these up on camera, so we'll jump forward and we'll come back once when our way up to the sell point. Right, we have a full trailer full. And now that we're driving away, I think for the second field in a row, I've left that one single bale in between the two. So that'll have to be got after field 4's been harvested, I think. I'm not going back for it. And I can't fit it on really. It's like being playing Jenga with this one, and there's one gone. And there's no way. You've got one in the top left and one in the bottom right. If they stay on, I'll be absolutely amazed. Ah, there's another one. And there's another one. So depending on how much we get for this, will depend whether we can get the tree planter, which off the top of my head I think is 26. But it's also £1,000 for every pallet of trees, and you get 20 in them, I think. It's going to be typical, isn't it? We're going to be just shy because of them few that we've dropped off, and I'll have to go back and get them. Right, so we want 1100 quid, don't we? Right, so we've got enough. I'm sure this did this last time. There we go. So 34 quid. Yeah, so them three wouldn't have made any difference anyway. So we need to find 460 quid. Or euros. And where are we going to get that from? The only thing I can do, really, is sell our crop, but the price is rubbish. Unless I can find a tree somewhere. Right, on the way back down, I'll have a think. Give us 2 seconds. Right, we found a tree, and it was basically, if we're looking at our hut there, it's just to the left. There was one that was just within our boundary. There might be more, to be honest, but the one that was closer to our boundary I went for. I know some of them aren't. So we'll definitely have the money we need in there. I also picked up those remaining bales. I need to be reassured that we're doing the right thing. Because what we're gonna put this in. We're gonna put these 20 trees in. But then we're not gonna have any income. other than selling our crop, but I don't want to sell our crop till December because it's not worth as much. I think we might just have a few months where we're going into debt. It's not going to be as much. Have we got time to look now? So we're making about 300 a day, and property income 800. So maybe about £1,100. I've just went past the bit where we spin round. Yeah, if we're losing about £500 a day, if that's our deficit now. Right, 1700 there. Because the other thing I'm worried about as well is not having any money for seed or fertiliser. And then we truly are stuck then. We'd have to sell the crop. I've got the weight on the front of it yet. I didn't want that. I did not want that at all. Right, I'm gonna leave the trailer. Leave the trailer there. Right, I have a feeling that's going to be lime and seed. If that's seed, yeah it is. If I put this back on, will it tell us how much? Right, 545 litres, and we're not bothered about the lime. Not at the minute anyway. Anything new in there? Nope. Forestry. £120 horsepower, that is. Are we going to be able to run it? £27 for stump grinder. Is that one as well though? Yeah. Right, 26. We're going to have to try it. I know it says 120 horsepower, but we've got no choice really. Does that just take one pallet? Yeah, one piece it says. And it's spruces. They're the ones that are in at the minute, I think. So we'll get that. Right, too heavy. Do I need to pick that up? Don't say I need to pick that up. If I need to pick that up, we're knackered. Thank God for that. I thought we just wrecked the series there. Right, we'll get back and we'll start planting these. Nearly back. What I'm hoping I don't want to just replace trees in the area just to the right there where we've already cut them down. I want to put them places like this where it's not going to have an impact, because basically that bit there I want to turn into either a field or I'll put something in there. Oh, this is really struggling. Right, get that off. I mean, I'd never, to be honest, I shouldn't have even started with that tractor anyway. I don't know why I just didn't come down and get the 6105. Yep. Fence. Now I'm not bothered about this going fast. I just need it to plant. That's all I need. Oh, we're moving. That'll do. That will do. I mean, for the time they're up as well, it actually looked quite decent, won't it? I might go back and get 20 more after this. That might be a plan. Right. Stop that there. And we'll put some along here. I'm gonna get these in. Don't think where are we? Get the last two in over there though. Right, we have 20 more. These ones are pine. So, we'll put some round here. Ah, wrong tractor again. Turn it off. (6105), that's what we want. I'm actually remembering this now. I did that time anyway. There was a mod of this, wasn't there? In in 19. I remember having it on one of, I don't think it was a game I recorded. I think it was sort of one of my own, where you start, well, just how I like to do, start off with very little. I wonder if them, do you know, they might be mine as well. Looks like they're gonna be. Oh, it's not liking summer. I'm gonna get another one in there. Yeah. Tell you what, it's not liking. It wasn't liking turning. Right, we'll put them along here instead. Maybe. Are we going uphill? I think already going for this tractor has proved to be the right idea. Or decision, even, not idea. I suppose it was an idea initially. Can we get one more in there? Yep. Get a couple along here. We're not going to do that. We're not going to end up getting that harvest done in this episode. It's going to be too long. Does not like turning, does it? Right, get another one in. Brilliant. I'll get that up. If we can get two more in here, and then I can find somewhere else to get the last two. In fact, I could just go in the middle, couldn't I? There's one. And there's the last one. And that is it done. So there's 40 trees planted. That should be a good wedge of money. And whenever we make some, we'll plant 20 more as well. So we're going to leave it there. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you again in the next one.